Are you ready?
This ain't like a live thing, right?
No, it's not live. No, okay. It's all pre-recorded.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. All right, y'all. Welcome back to the show. Once again, we got another extra special guest right here. Long time coming, long overdue. Real quick for the people, you want to introduce yourself to the people?
What's up, everybody? You already know who the fuck it is. I go by the name of Dropzone Tiff, the biggest feature killer. You hear me? Yeah, that part.
All right. So before we get into it, let's talk about that. Dropzone Tiff. What does that name mean? Drop Zone. Why'd you choose that to be your name?
Well, really, I got that moniker from my brother. He passed away. They called him Drop the Gunner, so he kind of gave me that. So I just ran with it.
And then the feature killer part. What does that mean?
Oh, I earned that. I earned that. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's something I can't really speak on that. You just, you know, that's like it speaks for itself. You feel me? Like it ain't one I ain't killed yet. You feel me? Like I walked them motherfuckers out like a dog. So you know, that's just what it is. The feature killer. You know. Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, yeah. So let's get into it then. So let's start at the beginning. I want to like cover how you came up with rap in the first place. So, where in Oakland did you grow up?
So I grew up in the 50s for real. Like my auntie, she stayed in this apartment for hella years, like hella fucking years on 57th and Bancroft. So I used to be right there for real, for real. That's where we was really thugging when I was like teenage, young adult type shit. And then when I got like deeper into my teens, closer to adulthood, I was on 9-6 in Plymouth for real.
Okay, so you kind of grew up going back and forth type of thing.
I was a runaway shit. I was on 9-6 trapping for real. Then I found a little I like, so you know I wasn't going nowhere after that. I was stuck.
So what were your earliest memories of just seeing like people? Because of course Oakland's always been like a rap hub. It's been like a bunch of rappers coming out of Oakland. But do you remember your first memory of just seeing people rapping in Oakland? People coming up?
Shit. Honestly, it's funny because shit. Jay Stalin is kind of one of the ones that we kind of watched from hella young. Just like you know, doing his music, selling shit out his trunk, doing this, doing that. Like he was the first person that I can say that in close proximity I watched do that shit and really just come up like the first person at least. So him for sure.
Yeah. So how were you able to see that? Because you know Jay Stalin's from the west, you're from the east, but I guess that didn't really matter, huh?
No, hell no. Oakland is Oakland. You feel me? So it's like West Oakland is small, East Oakland is bigger than all the sides, but it's like it's still Oakland. So it's like if you from Oakland, you know it's Oakland. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't really matter what side it is. And he was making an impact. You feel me? Like he brought our city out for real. So it would have been, it ain't nobody that can say for real if they from Oakland if they don't know Jay Stalin. Like that'd be kind of crazy. Like, you know, that don't even make no sense.
Yeah, that would be crazy. I do remember though in the interview with Mars, you were talking about how you grew up kind of with the spelling, like you did spelling bees. You grew up liking words, like wordplay. Yeah. So what's that about? Explain what happened there. How'd you get into spelling bees? And like, yeah, you know,
when I was a kid, I don't know, I was like a good ass student for real in elementary school. Like I was hella smart. I think I was just a little bit too smart. They took me from kindergarten straight to second grade. I didn't go to first grade. I just hella liked words. Like I remember one day I got a dictionary and put it in front of me in the computer and I just start typing the words and the definitions from A to Z. Like I did that every day when I got home from school until I finished it. Like I just had a thing with words and I liked poetry hella much, so I wrote poems. And then you know them school spelling bees, I don't know if out here was like that. I was in Oklahoma at the time. The education standards are a little bit different. So when I was out there in elementary school, they was having spelling bees and everybody got to participate. And I was just walking the whole school out. So I ended up making it to the national spelling bee when I was like in the third grade. So, but I didn't go, unfortunately.
Why not?
My fucking parents weren't nurturing my talents and skills. Like they was, you know, like my parents they was in the streets for real. They wasn't really, you know, like, you know, they had us, but we kind of just grew up. We didn't really get raised like that. We kind of like was there for each other as siblings. But as far as our parents and shit, like, of course they took good ass care of us and shit. We didn't want for nothing, but like all that other extracurricular, nah, they wasn't really around for all that.
What is exactly your relationship with Oklahoma? Because you said you spent time going to Oklahoma, and that's damn near how you got into rap.
Yeah, I
is
was
from
born in
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. I was born in Tulsa, Oklahoma. My mom's family still lives there. That's where our family plot is. That's where my grandma still is. Like a lot of damn near my whole mom's side of the family is still out there. That's like my home, I guess you would say, like home. Like if you, like when I die, if I don't have it my way, they gonna put me in that plot out there. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that's just where my roots are. So it didn't really, I don't think it had influence on me doing music though. I ain't gonna lie, cause yeah, nah, hell nah. Cause I was gone. I've been gone from out there when I first started getting interested in music and shit. But I mean, it influenced my, you feel me, thought process, I guess you could say, because it definitely is different out there than it is out here. So I kind of got a mixture of that type of lifestyle, this type of lifestyle, that bounce, our swag, like it kind of like come together. So that's how it influenced my music for real. Cause I hear people tell me like my New York, they be like, you sound like you from Cali, but you got that southern bounce to you, like it's strained. I be like, oh, okay, whatever, you know. So I guess it worked out.
I guess so. But yeah, I did want to touch on that too, because one thing that's kind of intriguing is just like, you know, the difference between cultures in different states. Like California, Oakland, we have our own culture. Oklahoma City, they have their own culture. They move differently. What would you say is like the biggest difference in how they move out there in Oklahoma?
Okay, so for one, I don't know nothing about how they move in Oklahoma City, so I can't tell you nothing about Oklahoma City. But Tulsa, I can tell you, like I said, I was a kid when I lived out there, so I can't really, you feel me? Like I can tell you what I gather when I go out there, and my brother was raised out there, so it's hella gang infested. So you feel me? Like it's a lot of gang life out there, and then I don't know, it's crazy out there. You know, it's different. Like they do different drugs. They got a different type of swag to their music. You feel me? Like they not. I don't want nobody to feel no type of way, but they just not caught up like us. You feel me? Like they ain't caught up like us, but they you feel me? I fuck with it. I fuck with them as a people, but like as far as like when you talk about swag and this and that and all that type of shit, it's completely different. And I mean, I guess out there that's cool and shit like that, but I don't know, they dress different, they talk different, they move different, they party different. So it's different all the way. I ain't gonna lie, it's completely different. Like it's dead as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Monday through Friday afternoon is dead as fuck. The weekend is cracking all the way till Sunday. Sunday liquor store shut down, ain't going on. It's really one of them 9 to 5 towns if you're not in the streets. So, and if you in the streets, you real man, fuck around, end up on the first 48.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, when's the last time you've been out there? It's been a minute. Or you be going out there pretty often, or what?
The last time I went out there was to go bury my brother, Dom. I want to say that was in 2020 or 2021. I can't remember what year it was. I just know it was a few years ago. But when he passed away, I don't know what was going on, but I ain't really had no power in the situation because my mom was in jail in Oklahoma at the time, and of course, my dad was still around, so they gave him pretty much power to do everything. And then put my brother in like this desolate ass fucking graveyard in fucking Oakdale somewhere, like no tombstone, just, I don't know, that shit just was all fucked up. So I dug him up and I flew him to Oklahoma and put him next to my great grandma. So that was the last time I went out there.
Do you mind explaining, like, what do you mean, like, you dug him up?
I dug him up, like I paid them $5,000 to dig him out of his grave and put him on a plane and send him to Oklahoma so he could be in our family plot.
Yeah, that's real. Was that like a super big process to go through? Was it?
It wasn't complicated. It was kind of like exhausting for real because it was hella raining, so they couldn't go dig him up while the ground was wet, and then it was like I was really trying to get it over with so my mom could have some real closure and shit. So it was really just hella nerve-wracking because it was taking a minute because it was raining, and they, like I said, they couldn't dig the mud up, so I had to wait until the land was dry, and then I had to, yeah, that was it though. It wasn't complicated for real. As long as I had the money, they was gonna do what I told them to do. But it was more spiritually complicated than anything. It was conflicting. It was kind of with my head a little bit. But
thanks. How were you able to cope with that?
Honestly, I think I just dove like head first into the music, and I just didn't stop. Like when I first started doing music, you know, life kind of happened. I had kids and I had to stop and shit. But when that happened, it was kind of like I was standing at the edge of a cliff, like for real, like I'm ready to jump off this motherfucker. Like don't nothing mean nothing to me no more. I don't care about nothing at all in the world. Like I didn't care about nothing. So it was just like, I don't know, it was that or this. And this helped me. It was like, I don't know, it just helped me get all that shit off of me, and like it keep my mind on something different from only, you know what I'm saying? Because if you got an idle mind, you gonna think about shit you don't want to think about. If I'm doing music and shit, I'm constantly having to think. I'm constantly having to come up with something new. I'm constantly having to create. So I don't really have time to too much let myself fall into that thought process, you know?
I remember your first video that's on your YouTube channel was from 2017, and it was a freestyle that you did. So how deep into your career was that freestyle? Like what?
So that wasn't any. I wasn't even okay. So honestly, I think that video you talking about reopened the door. What happened was Twani Bo, he's a producer. He had a challenge. He had a beat challenge or something, and he was doing like a free beat and a free this or something if you do it or whatever. And I don't know. Somebody told me to do it, and I did it, and I won that shit, but they put somebody else number one instead of me, and I feel like it was political because I was a girl and they didn't want them to feel like they got they. Hold on, did I win? No, I won Twani Bo's challenge. I'm tripping. I'm thinking about Feezy Films challenge. Yeah, I won his challenge, and I think he gave me a free beat and something else, and I think that kind of just, I don't know, that kind of like opened it up a little bit. Like, damn, like I could with that a little bit, but I really still wasn't really with it for real. Honestly, I was kind of just like still like, you know, doing life and shit. My little brother was messing around with the music, but I was still like just running around being a mom and shit, so I wasn't really tripping. Like it was for fun, for real.
So I was gonna say, so you had your kid before you did the challenge?
I had all my kids before that challenge, Dom.
Because one of the questions I want to bring up too was like, how difficult was it to manage being a mother, also being a rap artist, trying to push your music out there?
Well, okay, so I'm gonna say when I first started rapping, I was 16. So I was having a good ass time. I was into it. I was creating. I was doing a bunch of shit. Yes, this is when I was 16. Before COVID. I ain't gonna tell you what year because y'all be trying to figure out my age. But this was a while ago, Dom. This is when I was a teenager. That's when I first started rapping. That's the question you was asking me earlier. So let me go back and answer that. So when I was 16, I used to be on 9-6 in Plymouth, and I used to be selling dope with the niggas for real. I ain't gonna lie. And one day I was standing in front of this man's house that was across the street from the house, and he came outside and he just randomly asked me like, "You know how to rap?" And I was like, yeah. I don't know why I said that because I didn't know if I did or not. I just said that. Mind you, I had just got off of a Greyhound from Oklahoma. I had just left Oklahoma. I was out there for a little bit. And on my way back on the Greyhound, I wrote a song. It was called Is You Mad? And we went in there. He was like, oh, I got a studio in here. You come record. I got some beats and this and that. So I was just looking at him like, I don't fucking know you. A whole strange grown ass man talking about coming. I'm not coming in there. So he ended up like bringing his wife and kids out and shit. And he was like, see, I'm not on no weird, you know what I'm saying? He was a pastor or deacon. Like I was talking to his wife, and then I got comfortable. So I'm like, all right, I'll come in there. I'll let everybody know I was going in there and shit like that. So I went in there and I did that song, and he was just like hella impressed, like hella impressed. And he ended up putting it was a rapper named Act Up back then. He was going crazy back then. He was doing his little, he was moving around. He ended up putting him on the song, and the fucking song went viral on MySpace. Like that's how long ago it was, Dom. It was MySpace days. So
you did mention that in your Mars interview too.
Yeah, so the shit went viral on MySpace. I have people making fan pages. Like they made me a scraper bike. Like that was the most. I was like, what the fuck? Like that was a little scary. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little nervous. I'm like, oh, people all in my inbox saying all type of. But it was a little weird. But that's when I ended up a couple of years later having kids and having to completely just stop. So to go back to the question you just asked me, how difficult is it to raise kids and put music out? I think my struggle really comes from my younger son, because my other kids, they're really close in age. They're a year and a half apart. They 14. My daughter about to be 13 on Friday. So they kind of like self-sufficient. My younger son, I get him on the weekends, and you know, the weekends, that's where I'm the busiest. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of become like a struggle with him because he just wants to see me. Like, he don't want to do nothing in the world but be with me. And then, you know, you got other people, I ain't gonna say their name because of certain purposes, but in spite of me, they'll make it difficult for my son to be happy. You feel me? So it's like, that's the biggest struggle I have, because you got grown-ups that'll sit up there and try to put in the kid's ear like, you know, she living her best life without you type shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's just crazy to me, because I just love that little baby so much. But that's the most difficult part. Honestly, like, if I had, respectfully, if I had a different baby daddy, I wouldn't have no struggles at all. But yeah, mine's hella spiteful. He hella mad. He ain't a part of my life and shit like that. So he be trying to make that shit difficult for me at the cost of my son. So it be putting me in a position where I be having to choose, like, am I gonna go to this show, or I'm finna go pick my son up? Like, or am I finna pick my son up, get a babysitter, and still go to the show, or am I finna stay with my son tonight? You feel me? So that be the struggle right there. But it's like, nigga, my son wants shit. My son likes shit. So I need to go get the money so I can go get that shit my son likes. So that's the push and pull. That's the struggle with me. Everything else is like, it's good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my kids are hella dope. My son sing. Like, my daughter hella artistic. Like, and I grew up with my kids for real. I had them young. So, like, they with me, I fuck with them, and they don't make shit difficult for me. I don't make shit difficult for them, and it's cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just my younger son, because he's still young. He only 8. So that's the struggle, getting him to be older. He need to hurry up and just get older.
Okay. I mean, yeah, like, raising them, did you feel like it was important to get them in tune with music and how to, like, do music theory and just get them with music? Or
not at all.
Like that, because you said they were like into the music. Not at all.
I always told myself when I had kids, I was gonna be a little bit different from my parents. Like, because I always told myself I always tell other people, like, if my parents would have nurtured my talents when I was a kid, I would be somewhere completely different. You feel me? Like, I feel like I would be way more successful. I would have had my confidence way earlier in life. I would have had way more experience under my belt, and I would have been led differently. You know what I'm saying? I feel like when parents don't nurture their kids' talents, that leads their kids to not be confident in what they have and what they can do. And so I just let my kids rock. Whatever they tell me they like, I'm gonna nurture it. My daughter does makeup. She do makeup hella good. She do fucking what is that shit called? That special effects makeup. Like, you know when you make motherfucker look like a zombie or look like they got stabbed up. Like, she know how to do that shit hella good, Dom. Like, she draws hella good. Like, she know how to do digital art. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I nurture. I go buy her makeup. I go buy her mannequins. I go get her this and that and art sets and all that type of shit. She wants a guitar. She wants to start fucking with a guitar. I'm gonna get her a guitar for her birthday. You know, I nurture what I know they like. My son, I heard him sing one day, and I said, "I know you motherfucking lying." I said, "Who the fuck, where you get that? I can't sing for nothing, Dom. Why I can't sing?" He got perfect pitch. Like, he can sing really good, right? So I said, okay, I'm gonna nurture that. I put him in a music school. Like, whatever they own, I'm on that with them. I want them to feel like whatever they feel like they can do, I got their back behind it. Whatever it is, I want to nurture whatever it is that their dream is. I feel like if you nurture their dreams, they'll turn their dreams into reality. So I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. Okay. For the men out there, is it hard to, like, give birth to kids like that, or how hard it is? Because I'm like, we're over here like, shit. It sounds like
okay, so first of all, a basketball is about to come out of somebody's coochie, Dom. You don't think that's difficult?
Definitely not. Shit, my mom told me.
Okay, so me personally, I didn't have my kids naturally, but I have watched people have their kids naturally, meaning vaginally, meaning they push their babies out of their coochies. I had 3 C-sections.
Wait, oh really? Because I'm a C-section baby, so my mom had a
C-section. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Listen to me, coochie still tight, but honestly, I think the difficult part is more so all of the chemical imbalance. The chemical imbalance. You know, when you're pregnant, you got all type of shit going on. You got more testosterone than you if it's a boy, of course. Then if it's a girl, you got all this extra ass estrogen. You're emotional. It's a bunch of shit. I think if you're talking about physically giving birth, is it difficult? It just depends on the situation. Some people, babies slip right out. Like, one push and they out. Some people go through days of labor. Me personally, both of my first 2 kids went 2 weeks past their due date. I had to get induced for my second one, and both times I ended up still having to get C-sections. And then my third baby had the nerve to come 2 months early. That was the most difficult one because he ended up having to be admitted into NICU for almost 2 months. So I had to stay in the fucking... The NICU is the neonatal intensive care unit. So when you have a premature baby or you have a sick baby or you got a baby coming down off drug withdrawals, they put them in the NICU to, you know, make sure to give them the best chance of survival. My baby was only 3 pounds and 11 ounces, and he had to be fed through a tube in his nose. I could hold him in the palm of my hand. So after I had him, I was in the hospital for maybe a week more. They discharged me, but they kept him. But shout out to Out the Base at Berkeley because I love them. They let me stay in that fucking hospital with my baby, like, because I wasn't leaving. I was not leaving. I could not leave. I couldn't leave. I was like, ain't no fucking way. Like, I stayed in that hospital with that baby every day by myself, and my other kids, like my brother was bringing my kids up there to visit us and stuff, but I couldn't leave that baby in there. That shit would have tore me up. But that was the most difficult pregnancy, I would say. I think pregnancies are more so emotionally difficult because we deal with what is it called? Fucking postpartum. Postpartum. And that shit is real. Like, I'm talking about that shit is real. I knew that shit was real after I had my daughter. After I had my daughter, I was hella depressed. Like, I was hella depressed. And then I would wake up in the bed and her and my son would be in the bed with me and I would be looking at her like, whose baby is this? Like it would take me a second to realize, like, I just had this fucking baby. Like, it didn't feel like she was mine. Like, you know, like, it was hella weird. It was so weird. It wasn't the same as when I had my first baby. It was like, when I had my first baby, I had this overwhelming feeling to just protect this little human at all costs. Like, don't let nothing happen to this baby no matter what. Like, you know, when I had my daughter, I didn't feel nothing. It was like I was literally laying with a stranger's baby, and that was the first time I experienced postpartum. And that shit is real, and that shit causes women to kill themselves and all type of shit. So I would say, if anything, for a woman, the most difficult part is the emotional part. The physical part, you know, that shit, you gonna get over it. Like, you know, even if they gotta stitch your little coochie up because the baby done ripped you, you know, you'll be all right. You know?
I was gonna say, what would be your best advice to women that aren't going through that? Because there is still a lot of young women that are probably pregnant and going through that.
I would say, find your person. Like, if you don't have the resources to have a therapist, or you don't feel comfortable talking to a counselor, therapist, whatever, I would say just find your person, somebody that you just 100% trust and love, and you know they got that genuine trust and love back for you.
Find your person. What is person?
Find your person. Like, yo, I don't want to simplify it to that, because it could be your significant other, but it could be your best friend, it could be your brother, it could be your sister. It's that one person in the world that you know, no matter what, it's no wavering. You know, forever till y'all, from the basket to the casket, like, y'all gonna be forever. No matter what y'all go through, it's always gonna be y'all. When I say your person, I'm talking about that particular person. And just, you feel me, like, talk to somebody about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, try to find a way to talk to somebody about it, because you're not the only one going through it, and that shit is real. And it's like, it's difficult to deal with, especially when you're going through it by yourself, because a lot of girls don't get that you can't help that. You can't help that you got postpartum. You know what I'm saying? So I find a lot of women ashamed to say that they have it, because it's like, oh, people are gonna think I don't love my baby and all that type of shit. And it's like, no, like, because you could say that about me. I didn't know that baby. I was sitting there looking at her like she was a fucking baby doll in my bed, crazy as hell. Like, who the fuck baby is this? So it's like, when I went through it and I realized what it was after the fact, like, because it was like one day out of the blue, the feeling came. Like, it was random as hell. I think when my milk dropped, it's hella weird. My milk didn't drop down. My titties was dry. My milk wasn't coming out. And then one day my milk came down, and then I felt like that about her. Like, it just came out of nowhere. It was weird as hell, but it's fucking real, and it's hella difficult, especially if you don't got somebody that can understand and you can trust and talk to about it genuinely without them judging you. You'll be all right. But, you know, a lot of people be scared to talk, and they be like, just fucked up thing to go through. You know, people be killing their babies off of that. Like, so it's scary. But I would urge anybody who feel like they going through that, even if you don't feel like it's that, even if you feel like it's just a possibility that you may or may not have that, talk to somebody. Talk to your doctor. Your doctor get you a resource for real. Talk to a counselor that can help you through that shit if you don't have a person in your life you trust.
That 2017 freestyle that you dropped on the YouTube.
Tiff Khalifa back again on my heathen. Cooked right, maybe rare, but I'm seasoned. Just hit the plug, doubled up, I'm really eating big. Get up and hustle every day, cause that's the way I live.
Was that your first ever time dropping you rapping on YouTube? Or like in the public, like, you know, on the internet type shit?
Yes.
Well, besides MySpace, because you didn't have on MySpace. So what led you from just being like a poppin' rapper on MySpace to actually, okay, now I'm going to start my own YouTube channel, start dropping freestyles? And why did you choose to drop freestyles?
I don't know. I think somebody told me to post it or something. And I was like, okay, f it. Bless you. And then, oh, you know what? At that time, I was living in Stockton. And my baby daddy partner, his name Twin, he was doing music at the time. And I was with him like on some money shit. So he used to always have me come to the studio. So, you feel me? Naturally, we in the fucking studio. So, you know, so it was just like, that's just what we was doing. Everybody was rapping and dropping shit, rapping and dropping shit, rapping and dropping shit. That's where I met Whip and the nigga Baby Gas and all that. And what's the nigga name? Clout from, I don't know what he called himself. He from Stockton, but that's where I met all them niggas at. But yeah, that's probably why I was doing it, because I was around a bunch of other niggas that was doing music. So it was just like, it was the thing to do. Like, we had some shit going on, so it's like, fuck it, let's do it.
Okay. So you happen to have ran into the people, and then they were like, okay, yeah, push the shit out. So what was your mindset? Like, what were you doing to be like, okay, I'm a serious artist, I have to portray myself like a serious artist and put out content? What was your steps? What was your whole, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was your whole mindset, your whole steps going through that?
I think I started doing that more so when, shit, I hate to say it, but when that fucking indictment came down, my partner got indicted, like, not too long after we had just did this little music tour. Like, we went out of state, we drove all the way to Chicago, we stopped in hella states and did shows and shit in different states, and then we came back, and not long after that, my partner got indicted. And honestly, it was the fear of me being a part of the indictment. Like, I'm talking about, I was scared like a motherfucker for real. Like, so when that shit kind of fell how it fell, and it was like the chips were where they were, it was like, shit, I'm not even trying to play like that no more. And I was already doing the music, so it was like, shit, just keep doing it, like, you know. And but I wasn't taking it that serious back then either, though, Dom, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I still wasn't like seriously just on it like that. Like, I was doing little freestyles here and there, but that was more so because it was like, damn, I can rap. Like I knew I could rap from back then, but like, I really be talking some shit for real. So I think I was more so doing it because it was fun for me. Like, it was like I was happy to see the reactions. Like, I wanted to see what people thought about, you feel me, how I rapped. So I think I was more so doing it like for that at that time.
Yeah, okay. So you could say like that the first earlier stages you were rapping because it was fun. Like, you were passionate about it. So rap was in you. But then you're like, okay, I can actually make a living off this.
Right. Yeah, that came, I want to say that came after my brother passed. Like I said, it was, you feel me, the ledge I was on. Like, do the music, like, dive into it head first, 100%, put everything into it, or jump off the fucking cliff, bitch. That's what it was. So it was like music, the only thing that helped me. Like, I got a lot of shit going on with me mentally. Music is like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, you know, when a kid got fucking ADHD or something, and that fidget spinner just put them back where they need to be. Like, that's what so it's like, that's what the music do for me. It literally helped me get everything, like, because I don't have nobody to talk to no more. Like, I had, you feel me, a person, my best friend, she passed away, my brother gone, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, the people who held my deepest secrets, they not here no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? The people that I trusted 100%, like, that I just know no matter what, you feel me, they're gone. So it's like, I don't have that no more. I can't go talk to my partner. I can't tell my best friend, like, I can't tell her she gone. You feel me? My brother, I can't tell him about you feel me, my thoughts I'm having when I'm feeling evil and when I'm having this going on and when I want to do something to somebody just to get it off my, you feel me, off my chest. Now I have to do music. It's the only thing I can do because I don't trust nobody and I don't with nobody for real. Dom, you already know, like, my circle small as like a period. So I do what I know is healthy for me. Music is literally my medicine and my therapy. I have to do it.
Because I remember there was on your YouTube, if you go back to your old, like your first videos on YouTube, it's basically like you dropping freestyles for like a damn near like 2-3 years, right? So from 2017. So what led you to go from just dropping freestyles on your video, on your YouTube, to actually dropping music videos? Because eventually you did the King Von remix, you started doing hella other remixes. So yeah,
right.
What was that transition like for you?
It was kind of like, I don't know, it was natural. It was kind of like graduating from middle school, going into high school, like, or kind of like a transition, like, okay, this is the next step. Now this is what you do. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, it kind of just felt like right. Like, this is what I'm supposed to do next. Like, so, it was fun. I'm not going to lie, but music is fun as hell. Like, it take you, well, me personally, I ain't going to speak for everybody, but it take me somewhere else. Like, in the booth, I'm in my own like own universe for real, like shooting video. My favorite thing is to perform. No, I ain't gonna lie, that's my favorite shit. That's the part I like, Dom.
Why is that?
I don't know, I feel like a god. Like,
what? Okay, so what's an example of the time where you performed at where you were like, oh yeah, this is the shit right here?
Okay, so Jay took me to damn, I want to say it's between Seattle and Kansas City. I'm not gonna lie, they built different out there. Like, man, I could have Seattle. I'm gonna say Seattle because I feel like I could have crowd surfed, Dom. I feel like I could have jumped in the crowd and they would have and brought me back. Like, that's how dope the energy was in there. Like, I didn't want to leave. Every time I go to Seattle, I don't want to leave. Like, shout out to Seattle. I with y'all. Y'all know I love y'all to death. Like,
yeah. I mean, do you know about this, that Seattle, out of all the artists, like the main Bay Area artists, our other main audience is Seattle. Like, people who are in the Bay Area, the second biggest audience that fucks with us is Seattle.
Oh, well, I fuck with them too. Okay, they showed me that though. They showed me that. Like, but even before Seattle, I noticed when I go anywhere outside the Bay, I get genuine support, genuine love, genuine all that shit. So, but Seattle, they made me feel like I belonged with them. Like, what are you going home for? You should just stay with us. Like, that's how Seattle made me feel personally. Like, I love it. I fuck with it. I love Seattle.
Yeah, because I mean, I could vouch for people fucking with you just because remember we were at the Empire function, and then Too Short brought you on stage.
As long as that pussy ain't scared to dance and make all the players look at that shit. Like you stripped by the club in the ATL. Little mama tore it up and started raising hell. I remember Maddie City before the free whip, but the police started all that weak shit. All the big girls getting loose with it. All the skinny girls.
Because he's seen your energy. I don't know. You never even met Too Short before that, huh?
Yeah, I met him before that, but you know what? He not gonna know it was me though. Like, you know, because even you, everybody, they see me and then they be like, every time I see you, you look there. Of course, you gonna recognize me because you're, you know, we're friends. But like every time I see people like that, I don't see like on a regular basis and shit like that, be like, you just look different. If I reminded him who I was, he would know exactly who I was. I'm from Oakland. You feel me? Like, so, but. Yeah, like he pulled me on stage based just simply off, like you said, my energy. Like, I just be fucking with it. Like, that's I don't know, I'm a blast in the glass. You pop that fucking top and it's up. Like, I don't know, like fun time.
Lit, yeah. All right, the rap scene in the Bay Area, or at least the local rap scene back then versus how it is now. So back then, when you first started dropping in like 2017, and you started dropping those freestyles in 2017, the rap game was different. The Bay Area rap game was very different. Sure. Versus right now, what would you say from your perspective is like the main differences?
It's a girl's world
nowadays, or before then?
Nowadays, it's a fucking girl's world. Like back then, this is how overlooked girls are. I opened up for Jay Stalin's when he first started fucking with Filthy Rich, and they did that Livewire album release party at what's the name of it? The club was called Caribbean City at the time. I was 16. I opened up for that show. Like, you feel me? So I used to, you feel me? Like, but I'm a girl, and I'm a little ass girl at that. These is grown man. Nobody paying me no. It don't matter how good the song is. They not paying me no attention. I'm not a groupie. They can fucking. I'm not one of they niggas. You get what I'm saying? And I'm a girl talking like a boy. They don't like that. You get what I'm saying? They not paying no attention to that. Niggas don't like that. Niggas want to hear bitches talk about they coochie and how wet it is and how good they suck dick. And respectfully, that's just, I don't fuck with it like that. So, you feel me? I would say from then now, right now, in today's, today's music scene, it's our time. Like, any female that was doing music back then and quit because she was discouraged and all that, I encourage you to come back. I'm not gonna lie, like, we running this shit right now, like, simple and plain. Like, ain't like it's hard to fuck with us, for real. Like, we got these niggas mad as fuck out here, like, respectfully. Like, they all sound the same to me, like, no cap. They all sound like they trying to sound like each other, and they just not fucking with us. I ain't gonna lie, they ain't fucking with me. Yeah.
So why do you think that is? Why do you think things just change like that?
That whole fucking women empowerment movement, honestly, you know, it's political. Like, as soon as a big movement, you know, get some good wind to it, get some good legs, everybody want to jump on board, including the entertainment business. You know what I'm saying? Y'all noticed how they got all the front runners is women right now because of the whole women empowerment movement and this and this and that. It was all political. I like it though. I ain't mad at the move. It helped me. It benefited me. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I think it is. Like, you know, that movement put us in position, you know, from the back to the front now. So it's like, you know. So
how do you feel about, like, the Sexy Reds, where the main subject matter is, like, rapping about the coochie and just whatnot, in terms of, like, compared to what you're saying right now?
I don't have no feelings towards any, I call them Coochie Rappers, but I don't have feelings towards Coochie Rappers. I just feel like I'm not one, and you feel me? I got a whole lot more going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and not only that, I just feel like, I don't know, I got a fucking daughter. I'd rather her be a fucking thug than a whore. Not like that, but you feel me? Like, I think like, this generation is full of hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody want to be, it's cool to be a hoe right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to sell some coochie. So, in order for me to, you feel me, like, have a peace of mind, respectfully, I don't give a fuck if it'll make me go viral and get $1 million deal tomorrow. I'm not doing no coochie rap. I don't give a fuck. I'm just not. It would sound crazy coming out of my mouth. Like, I couldn't even imagine me saying the shit, because it would just, I don't know, it would sound stupid. I feel like it'll make my tongue melt. Like, I don't know, it's just not me. But I don't have no feelings towards them, but I don't be listening to that type of shit, because I feel like your brain is a fucking muscle. You feel me? It needs exercise. I'm not exercising it with no bullshit. I don't care about how much nobody coochie costs. I'm not buying it, and you not selling it for me, so I don't care. Respectfully, you know, but you know, I'm gonna slap some of them songs that be going crazy, and I'm gonna throw my twerking at the red light tour. I'm gonna do all that ratchet shit to them songs. I fuck with it, you know, however you gotta get it. I'm not mad. It's just, that's not my lane. I can't fuck with it.
One thing I noticed about you and your music is that you actually incorporate, like, super real life situations. Like, you actually talk about, like, what you're going through in real life in your songs, right, compared to other people. People will just kind of, like, take bars like, oh yeah, I got Steph Curry with a 30-year, they'll say whatever. But you actually talk about what's actually going on. Like, for example, the song "Tell Me Why."
It's on my mind. Why my cousin fuck my son father? Why she think I give a fuck? Do she think I'm really bothered? Nah. Why my auntie had to die from cancer? It's been over 7 years and I'm still looking for an answer. Tell me why.
So what made you do that?
I don't know. Any song I make, there's never any intention behind it. Let me say that to everybody. I never sit there and say, oh, I'm about to do a song about this or about that. It's never like that. That actually gives me writer's block. What happened was, I was sitting in the room, and the nigga I was with at the time, we was talking about doing a song together, and I put that beat on. And I was like, you like this beat? And he was like, I like whatever beat you like. It don't matter. And I think that irritated me or something. So I just put my headphones in, and then I don't know, the beat, I don't know, it just, I don't know, I was listening to it, and then for some reason I just said, why? Like, I don't know, it was something in the beat that made me say why. And I'm like, fuck it, ask a question, tell me why. And then I don't know, it just flowed from there. And then it, like, you know, once that door opened, that shit just go, like, and it just happened like that. And
yeah. Cause tell me why is something that it's just like everyday slang. We say, hey, tell me why I seen this. Tell me why I seen this. So
and then it's like people go through everyday shit, and a lot of people tell me like that's everybody's favorite song, Dom. But a lot of people tell me like especially when I perform it, they be like, "Girl, I just felt that. I understood. I went through that same thing and da 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 this." And that's why I be telling people like, you never know who went through something similar or who's going through something that can relate to you and shit like that. And that was just me simply expressing myself. That was me asking myself questions that I already knew the answer to or were rhetorical. You know what I'm saying? It was just that. It wasn't really for anybody to be in my business or telling everybody this or for shock value or nothing like that. I didn't even know what I was going to say until I wrote it. Like, it just came how it came. And that's what it was.
So would you say like that was kind of like what you were going through at that time? You just put that on the microphone?
I mean, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, you could say it was not even just at that time. It was a combination of everything that was going on in my life from the beginning traumas until that point. You know what I'm saying? Because if you listen to it, you hear me talk about damn near everybody in my family for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like my bitch ass baby daddy, my faggot ass daddy, my weird ass sister, my extra weird ass cousin. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's more so like it was more so like this how I feel about these motherfuckers, and I ain't been able to say it to them. I'm say it to myself, and in turn they all heard it. So, you know, oh well.
Did you get a negative reaction from them when they heard it at all? Or did they like
my baby daddy played it in court for the judge. Yep. For my little baby. He played that motherfucking song and he played Crazy Story in the fucking courtroom. I was embarrassed as hell. I'm pretty sure if they could react negatively, they would, but you gotta understand something about me, Dom. I'm one of them people, like, I don't give a fuck who you is. I'll cut you off hella fast. Like, I don't give a fuck who you is. Mama, daddy, uncle, grandma, all that. Like, you'll get cut the fuck off, like, real quick. So I don't even talk to none of them people. And honestly, I kind of welcome a negative reaction because they all deserve to get the shit slapped out of them. So, like, I don't give a fuck. Like, fuck all y'all, respectfully or disrespectfully. I don't give a fuck. But yeah.
One thing I also do remember was that it seems like your first big feature was with ZayBang, that one song.
Just tell that bitch that they was pops and you can tell her ops. We been outside, ain't shit gon' stop. I had my little niggas crop you out like Photoshop.
So how did that, am I right, that was your first big feature?
No.
Damn, I didn't do my proper research. What was your first big feature?
It was Trina.
So wait, Trina who?
Trina is bigger than him. What's wrong with you? Trina, the baddest bitch. What's wrong with you, Dom,
R&B
with your
or
young
something?
ass?
I know, man, for real. I'm like,
no, but it's the same album. But yeah, I guess you could say that that was when he was, you feel me? That's when he was sizzling for real. Yeah. So, how that came about? Okay, funny story. We was driving to Nevada, and I was laying down in the back seat. And I kept getting into it with my brother because he felt like he should be able to drive and DJ at the same time. And I just feel like that's hella fucking rude ass etiquette, like on a road trip. Like, if you driving, I should be able to DJ at least. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he was playing this album. And I'm listening to it, and I'm like, it woke me up out my sleep. That's how raw it was. Like, I ain't gonna lie, Dom, I'm one of them girls that I be hella turned on by a nigga that can rap. Like, I be like, ooh, he can really rap. I like that. But it was like, it woke me up out my sleep, and I said, hey, who is that? And my brother was like, that's ZayBang, he from Frisco or whatever. And I was like, I like him. I was like, I need him on a song. All right. And I fell asleep, and I woke up the next day. We went back, and then I found him on Instagram. And he had me go through the nigga, Remedy was managing him at the time. Yeah. So I hit him up. I sent him the money for the feature or whatever. He got that shit done. I sent him the money for the video. The nigga sent me the money back. The nigga sent me the money back like, I ain't trying to do a video right now. I'm busy and this and this and that and that and this. And I was like, okay, I don't mind. I'll wait. I was like, I'll be patient. I don't mind waiting. Just let me know when you're not so busy. You feel me? Like, I was hella patient. And I'm glad I was patient though, because I saw how he reacted to motherfuckers pushing up on him too much about it. He just won't do the shit. So I was patient, and then we ended up doing the video, and the rest is history.
After that video, because that was damn near one of your biggest videos back then, what was your thought process after that video came out, where you're like, okay, now I have this video with this big artist, I'm actually an established artist now, I have to take it more seriously? What was going on in your head?
Right. So at that point, I knew everything I did after that had to make sense, right? But also, I hate you just asked me this question, Dom.
We're gonna get into it.
I don't like telling my secrets. So basically, I ended up kind of in a relationship with him after that. So as another artist, he was just like telling me shit and giving me some game and shit about the music industry and how, you know, what shit makes sense, what doesn't. And one of the things that he was telling me was like, if I was you, I would never pay for a feature again. Like, I would never pay nobody to do no feature. He was like, what you need to do is, like, you can rap. He was like, you the only girl I ever listened to. Like, and I'm damn near the only girl on one of his albums too. Yeah. Anyways, but he was like, you really can rap for real. And he was like, I just feel like you should never pay nobody for a feature. You should just keep rapping until you big enough for them to want a feature from you. So ever since then, I ain't paid a motherfucker to do nothing for me. Like, I don't need a feature. Like, I'm a get it when I earn it. Like, I'm gonna get it when I get up there. Cause it makes sense for something. It's definitely beneficial. You feel me? You gonna get some of their fan base to see who you is. You gonna get, you know what I'm saying? But what he said make sense. I can invest that money into me and my shit that I got going on instead of giving it to somebody else just to do what I do too. You know what I'm saying? So that's the biggest thing I took from that. So that's kind of when I was like, okay, so everything I got to do from now on got to be bigger. Like, it got to make more sense and it got to be all me. You know what I'm saying? So any feature that I did after that was off the love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody wanted to collab or I wanted to collab with them. Like, we fucked with it, we networked, we did this, we did that. And that's just what it was. But yeah, I don't pay for features no more. I'm gonna pay Junior though. I'm gonna get my feature from Junior because I told him I would. So I have to do that. But other than that, I don't pay for no features. Like, I don't.
Fast forward from that, now I call this the NorCal Next Up era, because then I discovered you. There's a moment where I discovered you, but then also, like, that's kind of when I was fresh into making NorCal Next Up. I discovered you. So this is like what, like 2021 ish, 2022, right? So where were you in your career? What was your whole mindset? Because after COVID, it was different. Because you made the ZayBang song before COVID or after COVID? I forget.
That shit was damn near during COVID. No,
it was like right when it hit type shit.
Yeah, I think so.
This is right when I first started.
It was after COVID. Yeah, that was after COVID, because I remember I caught that shit when it first came out, and that was way before I dealt with him. So yeah, that was after COVID for sure. It was like not hella later after COVID, but it was like right after shit started getting back opened and motherfuckers, the mask mandate came down and all that type of shit. So yeah,
I think the first time I posted you on my page was from that King Von remix.
Oh, wow. Yeah, see, that was before COVID.
Oh, well, I started my page after COVID, so I started my page right when COVID hit, literally.
No, yeah, because you know what? I was staying on 82nd. That's when I caught COVID. So, yeah, you're right. Yeah, crazy story was when COVID first fucking started. I remember because that's when my brother died, and his, you know, the funerals were fucking weird. They didn't want nobody to have no fucking funerals. So, yeah, you're right. It was during COVID for sure. So, the ZayBang shit was like towards the end of the COVID shit, like, for sure.
So I wanted to touch on this too, because you did eventually get into reality TV, and I guess you would say your first reality TV show was West Coast Baddies. Is that true?
Yes, the real West Coast Baddies.
So what made you want to get into that, and what made you get into West Coast Baddies to start it out?
I never had an interest in doing reality TV. Cause I'm a fucking troll. So this will Dom, I'm really one of the people. I'd rather go on Survivor. Like, I want to go on a game show and play for
bro, you go crazy on Survivor.
I know. But what happened was I saw so what happened was they had the Baddies West auditions, and you know, I went to that. I was on that too. Yeah, I'm on episode 1. You hear me?
What made you want to? What made you want to, like, you seen the auditions and
No, I didn't even want to go to that, Dom. I swear to God, I ain't had no clothes. My hair wasn't done, nails wasn't done, no makeup, nothing. I was at my sister's house, and my partner, he drove past there, and then he called me like, I'm not gonna lie, it's too many busted up ass bitches out here. You have to go. Ain't no way. Like, he was like, you just need to come, bro. Just be up here. It ain't, I'm not saying, you feel me, it's guaranteed, because we already know how that shit work. They already pre-select the cast, so you know, well, I don't know why everybody else thought they was getting on that fucking show, but I knew good and goddamn well they already pre-selected bitches. I knew half the bitches that was in the VIP. So I'm like, all right, I'll go shit, but I'm gonna be mad as fuck if I don't make it on the show. Like, I want to at least be on the episode. Like, so I want to at least be on the episode. I'm finna go up there. So he bought me a fucking outfit, and I fucking went down there. I skipped the fucking line. You know how we do. I seen somebody I knew got up there, and shit, I ain't gonna lie, Dom. They was taking all our food. Like, they searched us. They took all the food out our bags. Left all the drugs. Bitches had cocaine, weed, motherfucking pills, all that shit. They took all our water, Snickers, any snack we had. They took that shit. They left the drugs and alcohol though. They wanted motherfuckers to turn up in there. But I was so fucking hungry and exhausted. By the time they called us in that room to audition us, and they called my name up, I walked up. I was already texting my ride like, "Hey, I'm finna get ready to come out." And I did, like, you know, but I didn't really want to. I kind of just, he was like, fuck it. And then with the real West Coast Baddies, I was just being a troll on the internet for real. Like, I kept seeing, she was posting about it or whatever. And so I would go under the post and I would leave like the eye emojis, or I leave like, you know, like some, cause it was a show about rappers. So I was like, oh, that's kind of interesting. But I never like said, oh, I want to be on the show. Cause I don't really have an aspiration to go on no TV show and do the shit that they be doing on reality TV shows. But when I saw the synopsis of the show, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So what happened was Promise ended up inboxing me and asking me if I wanted to come. So I was a replacement because somebody, I guess, didn't come or ended up falling off or whatever. Yeah, shit. That's how I ended up there for real. I was like, okay, hell yeah, I want to come.
Your first official reality TV appearance was off the West Coast Baddies with Promise, right?
No, well, I mean, yeah. I mean, Baddies West was first. I ain't on Baddies West, but I am on the audition episode. So that was
your first time really experiencing.
Yeah, definitely. That was, like, and it was an experience. It was definitely
so
an experience.
My question would be then, when you first spent that week as well, you spent like a whole week. It was the one with the Barbie.
Days.
Yeah, 2 weeks. You spent 2 weeks. So I remember I was tuned into that because I was like, oh shit, my best rappers are on there. Some of my favorite female rappers are on the show.
Mm-hmm.
You, the Barbie, who? Crystal Monet, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Naya. Shout out Naya.
Shut the fuck up, Dom. Don't shout that bitch out in my interview.
I'm gonna cut that part.
You don't gotta cut it out, but fuck her. I don't like her.
My question would be then, when you went on that show, was it like how you thought it was gonna be?
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really have any expectation. I didn't know what it would be like, honestly, because it was just like, okay, shit, I just know I'm finna be in the house with some bitches. Shit, I'ma just treat it like, nigga, either it's summer camp or it's the county. Whatever energy I get, that's what I'm finna do.
Combined, honestly.
Yeah, shit, it was. But I guess, shit, I don't know. I must have been the pod boss or something, because didn't nobody bother me, because, I don't know, I was chilling. But no, I'm cool as hell, though. If you fuck with me, you just trying to clout chase or something, because I'm hella chill. Like, I be chilling for real. But I didn't really have no expectations, but it was dope as hell. I ain't gonna lie. We had activities, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't just getting us drunk all day and sitting us in the house and starting shit, you know what I'm saying? We were actively doing shit, and it put me back in front of Jay in a different light, you feel me? Because now he can see me. He saw me in a actual studio setting, like, you know what I'm saying? So that made, because he did an appearance on the show, or that studio episode, and when we did that, I also wrote the hook to that song they did, and he was like, he had already told me he was gonna fuck with me, you feel me? But then he was like, he was serious this time. He was like, I'm really gonna fuck with you, like, I'm really, really gonna fuck with you, and yeah.
So okay, so yeah, there's a few things right here because that's what I wanted to go towards next for the interview. I wanted to ask you about how Jay Stalin was fucking with you, but before we get into that, I did want to ask real quick, what would you say is the biggest thing that you've learned off of being off on these reality TV shows that's different than what you learned from being in the rap game, the rap industry?
You said the most difficult thing.
So no, the most different thing. So like, what's the
the difference?
Yeah, the most different thing you've learned. Just reality.
Man, listen. Reality TV will show you some colors you ain't seen in the motherfucking crayon box, okay? Because I think the biggest difference is shit with the rapping shit. It's like you rap, we either know you really about what you talking about or we don't, because somebody knows you. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody knows you, right? With reality TV, it's kind of weird because it's like, you feel me, a motherfucker be chilling when the camera off, that camera come on and it be like, bitch, who was you? Like, where the fuck did you come from? I think the biggest difference is that reality TV shit is stressful. It's too much pressure on a motherfucker, especially a motherfucker who don't really, you feel me, like who that ain't they thing. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's not your thing, it's gonna be way too much pressure on you. Me, I'm unbothered as fuck. I can go anywhere, be in any environment, and I'm very unbothered. I'm not worried about nothing. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely, the difference is it's completely different shit. Like the music shit, you don't have to deal with nobody. You don't gotta be in nobody's face. You don't have to deal with all the extra internet trolling and clout chasing and all the extra shit. Like with that reality TV shit, that shit completely different. Like you gotta deal with a whole bunch of bullshit, messy shit. Like, and I just don't like that. I don't even like girls for that reason. So it's just, I'd rather be rapping. But I don't mind doing reality TV. I don't mind. I have a good time every time I go.
So would you do it? So if Natalie Nunn hit you up right now, hey, we got
hell
for you
yeah.
You there?
What? I'm going. And listen to me, Dom. Do you know how much that nigga be giving them bitches?
Who?
The CEO. You know how much a baddie's check is? Yes, and
it's probably a lot. I know.
You hear me? I will go whoop ass, get ass whooped, drag a bitch, bite a bitch, try to drown a bitch, whatever they want me to do. Rap. See, now that's the difference. You feel me? That's the difference. The Zeus network is going to make it worth your while. Yeah, you might leave with a black eye, bitch. But guess what, bitch? You got some money. You got some money, bitch. You ain't no broke bitch with a black eye looking like a raccoon, bitch. You got some money. You feel me? You about all that. You feel me? So Zeus is worth going on TV and whooping some ass and getting your ass whooped. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely, I go slap the shit out of everybody. Who you want me to slap? Who the fuck you want me? Who? Oh, Natalie, who, bitch? Who? Oh, my mama, hell yeah, I'm coming and I'm socking something. What you mean? I will tackle a bitch, pick a bitch up, body. So what do you want me to do? I do any Zeus show. Fuck is you talking about? They paying them bitches.
So say a fucking record label is gonna sign you for $1 million, or Zeus is gonna sign you for $1 million. What's the move?
I'm definitely going with the record label. That was an interesting question though, cause I'm like, damn, like sign me for $1 million to do what though? Like, what are
because the question's kind of off, because if a record label were to sign you for $1 million,
it's music.
Yeah, but if a record label signs you for $1 million, it's different because they're giving you like $1 million advance, so it's like a loan.
Oh,
so
you mean on that? Like, I'm going to Zeus. I'm going to Zeus.
Say a record label were to offer you, oh yeah, we're gonna make you a poppin' rapper, or Zeus were to offer you, oh, we're gonna make you a poppin'
reality. I'm going to Zeus. Let me tell you why. Because first of all, I ain't got to pay that money back that Zeus give me. Okay, they gonna just give me that money and I just got to show up to work. You feel me? To film and shit like that. That's the difference between doing music and doing acting and shit like that. When you work in Hollywood and shit like that and work in film, you have these contracts, right? So say you get a role in a movie, right? Say you get a fucking role in a Steven Seagal movie right now, and you sign that contract and they say, Dom, we're gonna give you $50,000 to play this role. You know what I'm saying? And you go to all the fucking readings and the fucking audition and do all this and do all that, and then on the day they finna film the movie, they're like, you know what, we found somebody who fit better with the role. They're still gonna give you that $50,000, Dom. They're still obligated to pay you. Yeah, exactly. A record label ain't gonna do that for you. Yeah. So that's the difference when it comes to Hollywood and in the music business. When you fuck with that film shit, you're gonna be paid. You're gonna be paid. So I definitely, if it came down to that, taking a loan over taking That I'm taking that.
So, are you still actively trying to pursue the reality TV show stuff? Because you did make an appearance on Untitled Chapter, even though the whole series didn't come out yet. But are you still trying to be on that type of timing?
I mean, if it's beneficial, like, you know me, I'll do anything once. Anything after once, I need to be paid for it, though. I did the San Diego Baddies season 2. We did that a few months ago.
When's that coming out? Is that out?
Yeah, it was weird. The cameraman wanted to be a fucking baddie, so he was acting like he was fucking filming us and wasn't. Hella sound was gone. So the show, they just dropped like a little 20-minute like mini series episode because it just wasn't enough content or whatever. But it was all right. So I did that, and then I don't really pursue reality TV, Dom. I don't pursue it. But if the opportunity presents itself, depending on the show, I might, I'll be like, I'll fuck with it. Like, I'm supposed to go do San Diego Baddies season 3 next month. But depending on what's going on during that time, because, you know, that's a busy week, 420. That's a busy week. Like, I might be out of town somewhere. You never know. But if not, then I'm going to be going to film that show next month. So I don't really pursue reality TV because that's not my thing. Like, I feel like with reality TV, it's an avenue for you to get the clout that you're desiring. You know what I'm saying? Because they not paying y'all. You feel me? I'm not paying them bitches. So it's like, they paying you clout. And I desire money over fame. So I could be like the most unknown fucking rapper as long as I got them ends. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I don't care to be fair. I don't even like when people recognize me in public, Dom. It makes my nerves bad. No, because people like to touch me and hug me. And, you know, I'm approachable, so I understand. But it's just like, damn, you know, I'm still a person. Like, personal space is important. But when I'm in Oakland, people see me and be like, you DropzoneTiff, they don't know me in real life, and they see me, you DropzoneTiff.
You don't feel like that motivates you at all? I ain't gonna lie, for me, like literally yesterday, I went to 7-Eleven, and then some dude came up to me and was like, hey, are you NorCal Next Up? I was like, what?
I told you to get your chain down.
Yeah, I know. I told you. They recognized me without the chain, though. But yeah, I know I still got to get on that. Yeah. But like seeing that hella motivate the fuck out of me. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's motivational for sure. It's definitely motivational. It's just a little cringy for me because I have OCD real bad. So it's like me being touched by a stranger is like,
oh yeah, being touched. Yeah,
they touch me, Dom. I'm hella approachable. People want to hug me. People randomly hug me in grocery stores and shit, and I'll be like, okay. And then I'll be like, who the fuck is that? Like that. Yeah, no, yeah. So that's when it becomes kind of like, but it's like, these are my supporters, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not mad at them. Like, I know what type of shit I got going on and shit like that. So I never get mad at a reaction that somebody is having, based off of seeing me, because I know if I saw me and I wasn't me, I would be like, oh my God, I love you. But you know, that's the shit that Eminem was going through. He couldn't fucking go nowhere. He couldn't take a piss. No, he could do nothing because people were just in his face. So I'm like, it's cool. It's hella motivational. I love the fact that people support me and they feel like they can approach me and shit like that. It's just, you know, I got a little bit of shit going on. It be, you know, fucking with me a little bit, but you know. Because
eventually Jay Stalin started fucking with you. He started believing in you tough. He started actually like pushing you. What led to that?
So like I said, I'm already one of those girls that's kind of like known around my city. Like, but by the niggas, because I don't hang with bitches like that. I used to be with the thugs for real. I used to sell dope and just be outside with the boys. So like, most of the niggas kind of know who I am a little bit, right? I want to say somebody else was telling him about or played, I think it's Why.
Oh,
Why.
The song Why.
Somebody played Why for him, and he was just, that did it for him. And he was like, he loved the fuck out of that song. He tell everybody about this. He be like, man, you gotta listen to this song she did. And then he was just like, he just kept telling me like, I'm gonna fuck with you. And then one day I got called to the Livewire studio, and it was what it was. It was that after that. Yep.
So what? First of all, what is it? So you're signed to Livewire technically. So yeah. So you distribute with them. Okay, and then so they also kind of like mentor you or like give you advice if you need it.
For sure. Jay, he genuinely just like fucks with me. Like, he genuinely just want to see me win for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, he told me like, I really with you, you can really rap, and I just want to see you win. Like, I just want to see you make it. So, you feel me? He there. Like, he got all the game in the world. Like, a motherfucker could benefit listening to somebody like him that been in the game for as long as they have and got lifetime fans. Like, it don't matter where you book him at. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they come in and they when we go out of town, they be trying to snatch this nigga off the stage. You would think he, like, I'm talking about, like, it's crazy. It'd be like, damn, it'd be pandemonium out of town. Like, I'm talking about walking through the airport, it'd be crazy. And then, but that goes to show you, like, how boosie it is out here. Cause it's like, nigga, we can go in 4 or 5 hours away and they treating him like he Jay-Z. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then out here, nigga, they want to try to short him and not give him his booking money. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the little weird shit. So, yeah, I think that song and him just seeing me in that element is what was like, okay, yeah, I'm with you.
So what would you say is the biggest thing that you've learned from being with Jay Stalin? Whether it's like some advice he gave you, or whether it's like you seeing how certain people act just from being under
he tell me this all the time. He say, if you can't outwork the richest nigga in the room, you ain't never gonna make it. He told me if I record 20 songs, you should be recording 40 songs. He was like, if you not working harder than the motherfucker who you aspiring to be, you not gonna never be them, or you're not gonna ever make it there. So I think that's the most important thing that I kind of like hold on to, because it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, he say a whole bunch of other shit. He funny as hell. He a character, but he got a lot of game for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we have a good time because he a big ass kid at heart, but he got some game for real. Like, a motherfucker would really benefit from, you feel me, like, having him as a resource. I ain't gonna lie. Like, opened up plenty of doors for me. Like, you feel me? Like, motherfucker teach me how to tell me some shit, and it adjusts the way I'm acting in the situation, because, oh, that do make sense. Let me shut the fuck up. Like, you know? So, yeah, he definitely got some game, and he definitely shares it with me, and I definitely appreciate that shit. He fuck with me.
So recently, I noticed that you've grown a lot more on Instagram. How do you say you were able to grow on Instagram like that more and push your music too?
I've been doing fucking reaction reels. So, I don't know, people be sending me videos and they be like, you know, crazy videos, and then I just like react to them, and I ain't gonna lie, that shit sent me flying. Like, I had, I think, 8,500 followers one day, and then like 4 days later I was sitting at fucking 13K. So it was the Instagram reels, honestly, and now I utilize those with my music. So now if I come across a reel that don't really need the vocal in the background, I'm put one of my songs on it, and then you feel me, all them shares, all them likes, then my music get rotated. But yeah, I just be reacting to videos for real, honestly. That's how that shit went up like that.
Okay. How do you feel like Oakland rap has changed from like when you first started in like 20, or when you first were like publishing music? I mean, I guess technically MySpace days was earlier, but like 2017 to like right now, how do you feel like the Oakland rap has changed?
I ain't gonna lie, I can't really say, because I feel like people be getting capped. Like, I feel like people in Oakland or from the Bay, they reach a certain level and then they don't go past it or something. Like, I don't know, it seemed like that's the trend in Oakland. Like, it's like they get somewhere and it's like, oh yeah, we seeing them growing, and we know like, oh, they finna go up. But then it's like they get to a point, and then it's like they can't get past that point. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of how I feel about the Oakland rap scene from then and now, because then you could see the growth in the, you know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, Jay Stalin, you fucking saw like all that fucking work he put in, and look where he is now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you actually saw the growth, you saw this, you saw that, and he's still continuing to grow. Now it's kind of like a motherfucker just kind of it be a trend. No, that's the thing. Trends die. So once a trend die, it's kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like, I think that's the problem though. I feel like first of all, I feel like this section is a big ass bucket full of crabs. I feel like motherfuckers don't want to see nobody make it past the point that they've made it, and I feel like it's a lot of gatekeepers, and I feel like motherfuckers keep artists up under them so that they don't make it past them. You feel me? So that's what I feel about the Oakland rap scene.
Do you think that all this could change? Is it possible for all this to change in the next few years? What would it take for it to change?
I mean, shit, with all that P Diddy shit happening and them exposing all them fucking record label owners and shit like that, hell yeah, it could change because the music scene is going to be completely different. It already changed with the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's a whole little war between what they call real artists and TikTok artists. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, of that shit is going, it's already changing. It's currently changing. It's been changing. It's always kind of changing. You know what I'm saying? The music scene kind of changes with the weather. Like, you never know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a Mozzie or a Ice Spice or a fucking Taylor Swift, or you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's already changing. I feel like it's gonna be easier for independent artists to go where they want to go in their career because they not gonna have a motherfucker giving them this big ass boatload of money and then putting you feel me, putting them down. You can't do nothing after that. Now you stuck type shit. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when motherfuckers start creating on their own and being more intuitive with the business side of music, then it'll change drastically. But I don't think anybody's gonna do that because you got to think a lot of people only want to be rappers so they can bitches. Like, let's be for real. Like, a lot of these niggas are corny as fuck. These niggas was corny as fucking middle school. They was corny as fucking high school. Bitches were not fucking with them. But a rapper can get some coochie real fast. All he needs is a little bit of jewelry. You feel me? So a lot of these niggas is doing that for that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these niggas, like, for clout, basically. So with them, I don't see them going nowhere. But for the motherfuckers who's serious and passionate and really willing to put everything into this shit, definitely gonna make a big ass impact. And it's definitely the changing of the music is what's gonna help us move forward. Like I said earlier, it's a girl's world now. So shit gonna work out.
If you can go back and tell your younger self anything, like when you were a teenager first starting to rap, what would you tell her?
I would tell myself, everything that's gonna be for you is gonna happen for you. No matter how hard that shit is, or no matter what happens to make you feel like something not working for you, everything that's supposed to happen is gonna happen. Like, straight up, I would tell myself that. I tell my adult self that. I want to say somebody else said that to me. I ain't gonna say who because I ain't about to keep bringing up people's names, but somebody else told me that, like, what's for you is gonna be for you. If God got that plan for you, it don't matter what you do or don't do, it's going to be that. And if it's not for you, you're not gonna have it, period. So that's what I would tell my younger self, for sure. Like, you gonna have everything you want, for sure. Like, keep going, like, for sure.
What's next for DropzoneTiff? What you got coming next in the future? Where can we check you out, etc.? Any last messages?
Well, of course, you can check me out on every platform. You can fucking Google me if you want to. I love saying that people can Google me. I think that's dope as hell. Google me, bitch. But what's next is I'm working on another album. Jay Stalin putting together a fucking mini series he want me to play a role in. I'm probably gonna work on some movies with Hooker Boy. I'm doing Foots and Holly's web series, Surviving the Bay. So a more TV shit. I'm trying to start my podcast, Dom. We need to, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? I really want to start my podcast. That's probably like gonna be on my fucking board next. Cause I really want to do that. Outside of that, yeah, I got my album I'm finna record this month. I'm gonna try to drop that bitch early. I'm gonna try to drop that bitch on 420. And yeah, like I just been kind of like going wherever the wind blow me. Like, definitely taking more trips this year. We got a lot of shit up. We supposed to be going to Mexico. I think we going on a cruise to Mexico. Like me and Jay and some of the other label mates. But we got some shit going up. Hella shows out of state and shit. Like, so yeah. And my tour is downloading. Dropping the Gang. It's gonna be outside everywhere. So yeah, we got some shit going on, Dom.
Got some shit going on, man. All right, y'all heard it right.